Good morning and welcome back to Let's Play Total War Shogun 2 Rise of the Samurai. Currently, Tomomori is attacking the Honda-held province of Mikawa. Now, there's a bit of a theme I like to have going, or at least it certainly seems to be that way, which is, well, you get lazy with the game, you take things for granted, you play poorly. Certainly, the last couple of turns have been less than ideal. And then you really start paying attention to what it is you're doing, what you're trying to do. Now, this has the benefit, it's a fight we've all seen a fair bit before. Tomomori's army is pretty powerful. And we just have our bow units up the front to skirmish with the enemy force, backed up by our reliable levy attendants holding up the left flank, as Tomomori's holding up the right. Now the enemy does have reinforcements, quite a lot of them, as you can see, and they're approaching from this eastern border here. In particular, they've got their daimyo, who is rushing to reinforce their central area. Now, I'm not going to charge right in, because that would be foolish. What you would need to do in this sort of a scenario, there is a large number of troops arriving. Currently we outnumber them 2 to 1, but we have a fairly poor sort of an angle of attack. So what you really want to do in this case is try to use their own terrain against them. They'll have a poor shooting angle as we approach up on this hill, so we kind of want to just crest this hill here, hold, because that really choke points the enemy reinforcements as they're coming from this side, because if they come around and attempt to come up, you've got the advantage of the hill to hold, and this left side here is very poor for flanking, so that flank would basically be secure, and that will enable you to push through to attack, seize the Tenchu, win the day. So the plan goes. Now, once again, we're a little bit aggressive with our foot samurai in this case. Normally you don't want your foot samurai to be the guys taking the opening salvos, but they do such a large amount of damage, and because we're on a bit of a timer, in the sense that the enemy reinforcements are coming, you want to commit them fairly heavily. Get some whistling arrows off to reduce the bow levy, basically meaning that they're going to do minimal shots. Now, they're being very aggressive with their general, so I bring up my attendants. I don't really want to pull back my bow samurai because of waste shots. Unfortunately, that means that my bow sam do get caught up in the fight, which takes them out of shooting anyway. Not to worry, as you can see, General Bodyguard 10 melee attack, 5 melee defense to our foot samurai's 18 melee attack, 13 melee defense, so we will certainly cut that general down without too much hassle. Because of that, the computer's bursting forward, but as you can see, he's channeled by his own Tenchu and the area surrounding it. So we're really using his defensive properties against him. And in this case, you do pull the bow levy back, it's a sensible thing to do, Naginata levy, and just intercept them on both sides, and they don't really want any of that. Even though it's a pretty poor angle on this flank here, impressive numbers will do the job. Now they've driven their daimyo off here, but the primary general, which is the head of the garrison, is still alive, so this has no effect for the general death debuff that units get. Bit of a pain, but the computer wouldn't have thrown him away like that trying to get to our archers in the event of that. As you can see, 6 foot samurai down and barely touched. Another 5 foot samurai up there, so reasonable foot samurai casualties, I guess. But basically, there's not a lot that they're going to be able to do. They have to now push us off the capture point for Tenchu here, so we just need to set up a fortified position, basically securing the town. They're wavering all over the shop, outnumbered, tired. Our guys fresh and excited, ready to go. And there goes their general. You notice the little bubble just disappeared off the garrison, and that means the primary general was slain just before the unit shattered. So that's going to set off a chain rout, since these are all living, and that's going to be the fight. Alright, thanks for watching everyone, I hope you enjoyed it.